At just 15, Preslee Faith has built a brand about looking flawless. Covering up every flaw with the latest makeup tricks.
Bye. Say bye to uneven and redness and anything bad on your skin. This will cover it right.
Going to celebrity events. Constant shopping. And endless love from fans with over 3 million followers. It looked like she was set for life, but beneath the surface, trouble was already brewing.
Maybe. Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down.
In clip after clip, she'd lip sync along to rap tracks that included the N-word. And instead of skipping it or muting it, Preslee would almost let it slip. She basically said it, and even if she didn't, she shouldn't be lip syncing to a song with the word in anyway. It's so clear she said it. But that wasn't all. Pretty soon the spotlight shifted towards her disturbing connection with Paul Too Real.
Honestly, the responses we get back from this are just so insightful.
And we would show the responses that we got.
Her liking of Trump's views, and how she was living like a grown-up influencer twice her age. Even if she has homework or an upcoming exam, Preslee is caking on layers of makeup every day, jetting around like a grown influencer instead of acting her age. And people are calling her out. I'm sorry, but I do not like these types of people. They look like dolls and they are hypocritical. Which raises the real question. Will Preslee grow her platform, or will she go the Danielle Cohn route?
And also for all of you guys saying that I'm racist because I'm just white, I'm actually half Spanish. So I'm not.
And become yet another cautionary tale of influencer fame gone wrong.
I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. Like, this is messed up stuff that people are saying.
Because here's the thing. When young creators fall, it usually starts with one controversy that fans just can't look past. And for Preslee, that moment was the N-word. Now, if you follow Preslee on TikTok, you'll know she loves lip-syncing to rap music.
They said they wanted a bop. I was just popping my. I ain't even really need to go pop.
Clips started surfacing online, and people weren't just whispering about them, they were everywhere.
I wake up, no stylist, freshest. Put it on her up, I did this shit. Got this fine, hold no makeup, and she still a baddest. She in school, but it's cool, yeah, I still my baddest. I'm as footed like a pool, yeah, my sweatish.
Sometimes she hummed over the word instead. Sometimes she'd play it off with a smirk.
Compliment my style. That's my favorite thing ever. I want to get Mimi ballet flats so bad. I got them in Snapchat. I'm manifesting. As long as we got no idea. Don't take it personal. Personally, I'm surprised you call me up the things I said. Skirt down, you acting like we wasn't more than a summer play. I lost my.
For a white influencer with a massive following, there's no way around it. Of course, Preslee did come out to address the comments, but while many expected an apology, Preslee had something else in mind. She instead decided to deny everything by posting this.
Hey guys, so I'm sure you've seen the videos, so let's talk about it. Now I'm gonna slow it down for you guys. That was me lip syncing to a sound. And once you slow the video down, you can obviously tell that I did not say that.
Now sure, in this particular video, maybe she can prove she wasn't saying it. But what about the other videos? In this same clip, Preslee goes on to say that she didn't say the N-word and is very against people who do.
But being the type of person I am, I would never say that word. And I have never said the word. I would never tolerate someone who does say it. And if anyone around me has ever said it, I've always lined them out about it because that is not.
But once again, people in the comments section weren't buying it. Notice how she talks about the word, but not about actual racism. Even if she hadn't said it in this video, people said she definitely has in others or supported racist content. One Redditor even dropped receipts, screenshots of Preslee's TikTok reposts, and the internet was floored. Turns out she'd been cracking jokes about being racist and openly admitting she didn't care. Now the thing here is, Preslee wasn't always caught up in controversies. Long before the drama and the accusations, she was just a kid from Dallas. And you best believe her content was never complicated. You see, being a young teen, Preslee built her platform on the little things. Quick advice clips on how to edit your photographs to make them look aesthetic.
We're going to work with what we have, okay? So you're going to go to edit. You're going to go to exposure. You're going to put it to at least 30 or below. I mean, that's not.
And showing pieces of her life online. She would even show moments with her family that felt real and relatable. The kind of content that reminded people she wasn't just an influencer, she was a teenager with a life beyond the screen.
So I got the 7th grade. You make more friends. Yeah, don't.
And of course, the classic TikTok flex, a new set of nails, shown off in a 6-second clip that fans would like, share, and recreate.
Fresh new set on the hole! Fresh new set on the hole! Don't play! Fresh new set!
Just notice how many clips are of young Preslee with her school bag, just having fun in the school corridors with her friends. Notice how young she looks. Not every creator needs massive productions or drama-filled vlogs to pull an audience. Preslee proved you could blow up by keeping it simple. Look at this video of her getting ready in the car. This one gathered 1.4 million views. Or this one where she's doing a random TikTok dance with a friend.
She said, right, I'm not the bitch. She said, right, I'm not your bitch. I try to leave and she clocked my. If she let me walk away, she is not my bitch. Like, yeah, you know I'm a bad bitch. She got the guy, yeah, you know I'm a grab it.
And sure enough, people loved it. But as soon as Preslee started changing up her brand, people came out swinging. There was a point in 2024 when Preslee changed up her look, and what she posted, there were layers and layers of makeup on her face.
How you gon' prove you could treat me right? You stole my heart like a thief in the night. Yeah, you my man, you was never your type.
Pretty woman in a ball gown. I'm Richard Gere.
In some videos, it's hard to even tell she's still 15 years old with the way she does her makeup and hair.
As you can see, I'm kind of glad I took it out because it's super puffy right now, and I don't want it to be like that at school.
She always has perfectly styled hair all the time and an elaborate skincare routine, which no one this age should need.
With these, because they have a little semicircle shape, I like to put them under my eyes because, like I said, these are brightening pads, so these are going to work against your dark circle.
The more fame Preslee racked up, the more people started noticing a shift in her personality. Her early clips might have been simple, but once the views started rolling in, hundreds of thousands, then millions, it was like a switch flipped. Suddenly, every video was getting flooded with comments praising her. Fans weren't just watching, they were idolizing. Obsessed with you. I can't explain how gorgeous she is. All comments became about how beautiful she looked, and before long, it was clear Preslee began to change because of it. There was a side of her that fans hadn't really seen before, and honestly, it wasn't all that flattering. She seemed to get a little meaner, and that edge slowly started to bleed into her content. Just look at the way she talks about her interaction with someone in her class.
I sit by this guy named Trevor in my Spanish class, and he's like some geek. And like, I said the answer before him and I said, don't play. And he was like, he was so offended. And I was like, I'm so sorry if that offends you. I'm just better.
People were quick to call her out for being mean, plain and simple. She doesn't just give mean girl vibes, she is one. You can see this same mean energy these people are talking about, showing in the way she mocks this woman who made a less than pleasant comment about her.
Nikki baby, this not cute because you like what?
30, 25, and you're commenting on my post, and you get what? 20 views in 2 days? Girl, please actually go get a life, go get a job, go do something with your life. Like, you can miss me with that.
Now, clapping back at hate comments is justifiable, but what Preslee was doing didn't seem to be that. She also wasn't just posting from her bedroom either. She was part of the Glow House.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Hi, I'm Preslee.
Hi, I'm Embry. Hi, I'm Julia.
And
welcome to the Glow and Grow podcast.
Today we will be talking about what our life is like as an influencer.
That influencer hub gave fans a behind-the-scenes look into a glamorous lifestyle, group trips,
but it was very hot, but it was very fun. And we all had so much fun together, and we did a lot of fun stuff, and we met a lot of
brand events, podcasts about how much they're learning and living the best life with their friends. It looked like the ultimate reward for making it big online.
Videos and stuff, but like we got to actually hang out, and like with us three being in the Glow House, we've been like just like doing work back to back to back, which is literally so good because we're actually like, this genuinely is a learning experience for each and every one of us, and it's just great to see. And like we just wake up in the morning and we feel so happy.
Preslee even teamed up with creators who shared her style. Names like Samara Bolter and Embry Cortland started showing up beside her in TikToks. And videos.
Step 1, we gotta heat the oven to 350. Someone do that for an aluminum or glass pan. This ain't glass or aluminum.
But the problem with building a brand on perfection is that the cracks always show. And for Preslee, it didn't take long before things started surfacing. The backlash across platforms showed just how far she'd fallen. I don't understand why people are so obsessed with her. She's like 16 and has a whole ass cult following. It's ridiculous. There's so much proof that she's racist. Why do people still support her? The common theme in these comments is, why do people continue supporting her when she's clearly racist? But while people continue to grapple with these questions, another layer of controversy resurfaced when her alleged political stance became public. Rumors have been circulating that Preslee once showed support for Donald Trump, including what looks like a resurfaced picture of her in a Trump t-shirt. See, that's the thing. The Trump shirt, the old clips of her rapping the N-word, and the way she acts online doesn't feel like one-off mistakes. And when you remember that Trump himself has been accused of fueling racist rhetoric.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. I want surveillance of certain mosques.
Negotiating with China. They say, we want deal.
I'm asking for the vote of every single African-American citizen in this country. What do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no job.
Preslee wearing that shirt doesn't just read as politics. It lines up with everything else people have already called her out for. To a lot of people, it looks like a pattern where one thing becomes clear: Preslee could be a racist. So when the Trump stuff came out, no one was shocked, and they made it clear in these comments. She's a racist, so I'm not surprised. Not surprised, and she's half Mexican too. She always gave off self-hating vibes to me. The fallout became even more complicated because Preslee never actually stepped back from the Glow House content. She kept showing up as if nothing had happened.
With your Louis V bag, tats on your arms, high heel shoes make you 6 feet tall. Everybody wants leave me lonely for prettier women. You know I need too much attention for.
So excited, and
Me
I can't
too.
wait.
I'm excited to see what's inside because I haven't seen them yet. So
Yes.
Why does this matter? Because in the case of another member, Aliyah, she immediately became distanced from the group's content when rumors of her using slurs became public. Many people supporting Glow House were upset. She even posted an apology video where she tried to explain herself and take accountability for her mistakes.
Words matter. I know that's really easy to say, but as a little kid, especially throughout that like middle to high school range, you become really ruthless with your words and what you say, and you think shit is slick and you won't get away with it. Everything you do wrong will come back to haunt you regardless.
Many people actually thought it was mature of Aliyah to apologize the way she did. It was clear many comments accepted her apology, but while Aliyah was distanced at a time of conflict, Preslee was not. To the audience, that created a dangerous narrative. Glow House seemed to be protecting her, even at the cost of their credibility. Glow House's image was already cracking, but what really shattered people's trust was who they chose to associate with further.
Say, this is my best friend in the whole entire world, and I love him so much. Y'all are all here for him, so make sure you take the time to actually talk to him and not just be like, hey, can we...
Out of all the creators they could have teamed up with, they went for Paul Too Real.
What is up, guys? We are back in another vlog. It's funny. And we made it to Florida.
And we just kept
This same name fans have been hearing for months, always tied to new drama. There have been rumors circulating about him stealing content. A YouTuber even exposed him with a side-by-side comparison of the content he explicitly stole and marked it as his own.
So after proving that the thief, Paul Too Real, stole another video without giving credit, which is now his most watched video by far, he replied to my video with, "Seems like someone's jealous," so I pinned him, and he was destroyed by everyone. So he then deleted the post, deleted everyone calling him out on his video, and hearted his glazers.
What has our generation come to, bro?
I don't know, Paul. You're the one stealing, gloating about it, and then hiding the truth.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Paul has recently come under a lot of fire for not being able to handle substances and his drinking habits. This is big considering he's 16 and underage.
Yeah, I don't want to get addicted to weed. I'm already addicted to making alcohol.
Of course, underage drinking is one thing. Then it just kept getting worse when women came out to speak against Paul's inappropriate behavior towards women at his parties.
Touching a lot of the girls there. He was like one of the only guys. There was like 3 guys. It was him, my boyfriend, and one of my boyfriend's best friends. So those are pretty much the only guys that were there. And Paul was touching a lot of the girls, like on their thighs, touching their arms, their shoulders, all of that, just touching a lot of girls. And everybody there was single, except for me.
These instances became so frequent that Paul himself posted a video explaining himself. Now, he didn't apologize per se. He did admit a few things like drinking.
To a party, which I did do, and I drank, which did also happen, and I tried nicotine. While under the influence of alcohol, I said the word addicted. Let me just be clear, I'm not addicted to anything. I regret my choices.
But then he completely turned out all the other allegations about him acting inappropriately with girls.
None of the other allegations or accusations are true. Literally not one other one. Listen to that clearly. If any of that was true, I would own up to it right now. People have made fake Snap accounts that look like my profile, but there's things that are a little bit different about them. But just to try to accuse me of things that I would never do.
By the time Glow House dropped that collab,
Exactly, and then not even for yourself, Paul. Yeah.
Exactly.
To make yourself happy.
Exactly.
And okay,
Paul's reputation was already in free fall. So when someone like Preslee continues to be chummy with this guy, it raises a lot of questions.
Sour Patch Kids, sour watermelon, sour Skittles.
Sour watermelon.
Yeah, the Sour Patch watermelon.
What's even stranger is how Preslee and Paul love flaunting their religious side, even posting Bible verses together on TikTok.
Yeah. Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and lots of fancy things. The kids they call the Goonies. See the future, crystal ball, mirror hanging on the wall.
Everything that I've read, praise the Lord. Worship Christ with the best of your portion.
And that's what makes it all the more jarring. While Preslee and Paul are busy posting Bible verses to look squeaky clean, the silence around Paul's messy accusations is deafening. And this is exactly where the Glow House enters the picture.
Welcome to the Glow Games!
If you've been anywhere near TikTok lately, you've probably seen the name floating around. On the surface, it looks like just another content house. But unlike the rest, this one came wrapped in a shiny promise, positivity. That was supposed to be their whole brand, their mission, their entire selling point.
Be unique, be memorable, be confident, be proud, but mainly be you.
And yet Preslee's presence in the group makes that promise look shaky. If she's promoting Bible verses one second and sparking drama the next, what does that say about Glowhouse's positivity image? To be fair, sometimes it looked pretty genuine. They've even invited people like Zuza, a young patient cancer, to join the house and film TikToks together. Zuza even began sharing her story once she got a platform on YouTube.
I've been on my cancer journey for 11 years. So I was diagnosed when I was 3.5, and then I got into remission, and I was in remission for 5 years. And in the cancer world, 5 years remission normally means you're cured. I started feeling really sick, and we got my labs drawn, and turns out my cancer came back. Fast forward, I get my bone marrow transplant, I'm in remission for a year, and then I relapse again. And my cancer gets stronger every time it relapses, so that basically means it's harder to get rid of each time I relapse.
Another member, Kayla Asa, also shared her experience with alopecia after Zuza came out with her story.
Strong freshman year, there was a whole group chat created by basically every boy in my grade where they all just made fun of me. And then they got in trouble for it, and a kid threatened to fight me because I don't have hair. One time in elementary school, a girl that I was friends with told me that there was a YouTube video made about me saying that I was the ugliest person in the world.
Her story gets more heart-wrenching the more she goes on.
Freshman year, if you can't tell, a lot of stuff happened freshman year. But basically, a girl in my class stuck something to the back of my head, and everybody was laughing, but I didn't realize that she did that, so I started laughing too, and then I realized that they were all laughing.
That should have been Glowhouse at its best, amplifying a voice that had been silenced by bullying. But then Preslee posted a video making an offhand comment about not wanting to look bald.
I want to be in a ponytail. I don't know how much I want, just because I don't want to look bald.
For someone aligned with the group pushing itself as a safe space, that comment was tone deaf at best and cruel at worst. Her words clashed directly with Glowhouse's brand and made audiences question whether her positivity was ever genuine. A lot of viewers also feel like the Glowhouse takes stories like this and kind of packages them as content. All they do is dance in front of the camera and lip sync, and they're literally not doing anything. And the fact it felt forced to have 2 black girls in the group as well, something just does not sit right with me. All these comments point towards one thing, that Glowhouse only represents pretty and rich women forward to show girlhood. But what about the others? And when you mix that with the fact that it's all wrapped up in smiling dances,
She put my name with yellow hearts. Her favorite color.
and positivity captions, people say it feels less like support and more like exploitation. And that's where Preslee's role starts to stand out. Because if Glowhouse is being called out for performative positivity, look at the individual content Preslee puts out. All she seems to focus on is how she looks. From makeup routines to hair changes to outfit checks, her glow-up advice to fans boils down to appearances, not substance.
Mine would be for makeup stuff, because I feel like that's such a big thing for if we're talking about teenage girls. I feel like that's such a big thing right now. And I'd say find a makeup tutorial that you are absolutely in love with, someone's makeup that you love dearly, and just do that and mimic it, and then you got it, because now you're not gonna look like that person, but you're gonna, your makeup.
Even her best friend Embre, sitting right beside her, had a slightly better answer. She mentioned knowing how to do makeup, but at least that wasn't all of it.
Okay, mine would definitely be finding your own style, or what you like the most within beauty tips, makeup, styles, all this stuff. Because once you feel more confident in yourself, then confidence.
Now it's one thing to be surface level in your advice, but when the same surface level vibe starts showing up in how you treat people, that's when it gets messy. Take the alleged fallout with fellow Glowhouse member Jafia. Some say Preslee bullied her to the point where they don't even speak anymore.
Am I still friends with Preslee? Oh no. I don't talk to her.
Then came clips like this one, where you see Preslee can't stand Jafia. More and more videos from Jafia's side also started showing up, where people thought she was throwing some shade at Preslee.
Yeah, don't say that we were talking about Preslee, because I was not talking about Preslee.
When were we talking about Preslee? Oh my god, someone said the girl's name that we don't like and said it's okay, we don't like her either.
And with Preslee's name floating around in the middle of so many controversies, the picture forming wasn't flattering. Little by little, fans are understanding why Glowhouse is really famous. It's because they're skinny and fit the unrealistic beauty standard, and none of them are really influential. All they do is their makeup and post vlogs. And while the hate around Glow House centered on them mainly doing nothing but promoting unrealistic beauty standards, the comments about Preslee were much harsher. Okay, but why isn't Preslee Faith taking any accountability for being racist, fatphobic, a Diddy supporter, etc.? With the extreme nature of these accusations, calling Preslee racist and fatphobic, what used to feel like harmless teenage content now feels like a pattern of red flags that people can't ignore. The same fans who once built Preslee up are tearing her down. And for an influencer whose whole brand is built on appearances, that kind of downfall isn't just likely, it's inevitable.